Okay, as you know, I'm doing a video for my philosophy course, and one of the questions is, what is your philosophy of life?
My philosophy on life is simple. Live and let live.
I think that's very good.
You don't think it's somewhat vague?
Well, by living, I mean enjoying yourself as you live.
Enjoy your life. You're the only one that can make yourself happy. So live and enjoy your life.
And let live, I mean let other people do what they want as far as their lives. Let them live and do their thing. And life is much simpler that way. So live and let live.
Being a parent, is that a tool you used, that philosophy, in raising your children?
When they turned 18. Before that, I was very controlling. And I tried to bring them up the best I could. And there resulted you.
What little tidbit of knowledge of the world or of life in general would you pass on to someone?
Life can be very difficult at times. You got to have a sense of humor to get through life. And you really need to enjoy life. You can't be depressed. You can't be negative. You've got to be positive. Being positive in life is really important.
What would you say your overall political affiliation is? Who do you feel you're most akin to? The Republicans, Democrats, or Independent?
Actually Democrats, but because I believe in their philosophy, which is for the poor man, for the underdog, for the person that means well.
Do you feel the wealthy have an obligation morally to help in the welfare and the ability to help sustain the less fortunate?
I believe that anybody that has more than somebody else should try and help other people as much as possible.
What is your philosophy of life thus far at the age of 14?
I think try to, live life to the fullest. And also when you're 14, don't try to act 40, be 14. And that's pretty much what I go by, because you can't grow up so fast. You gotta kind of,
Enjoy things?
yeah, you gotta enjoy things.
Kind of go at your own pace?
What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
You're in 8th grade.
The 8th grader of 2010.
Well, I think it's just, they're just trying to kind of act like somebody else, and then they also they just can't live life like they want to. They have to be like somebody else, like I said.
Give me some names of the bands from the 80s you like.
Slayer, Metallica, I like Pantera, they were more 90s, and Iron Maiden, of course. Who doesn't like Iron Maiden?
Let's take Metallica. What do you think Metallica's philosophy from their music of the 80s? What do you think their philosophy was?
Oh, just trying to have a good time. Well, in the lyrics that I hear for a lot of their songs, like their first songs, they were just kind of, have a good time, party,
How about Slayer? They're a pretty hardcore band. What do you think their philosophy
Oh, and they're just, I don't even know if they have a philosophy. They're just make songs and they turn out to be really good. And I don't even know if they have a philosophy.
Kind of just let everybody pick from it as they want, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just make your own opinion about it.
yeah. What would you say has been the biggest impact on you?
Not quite sure, actually. Uh, Music, of course, always has a big impact on me. You know, just kind of way that they look at life, the bands look at life. I kind of, just say, hey, that is pretty true. But I'm not quite sure.
So if your classmates were to taunt you and ridicule you for your belief of music, because music's a pretty important topic to a 14-year-old. If they were to ridicule you or taunt you for liking Metallica and Slayer, how do you think you'd handle that?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't get into a fight or anything. I wouldn't, shut up, tell them to shut up and stuff. I'd just kind of I wouldn't really care. I'd just walk it off, and then I'd probably go and listen to it again and just say I don't care, I don't really care what people think.
Yeah. You don't have an attachment to their view of you. You're going to be you, and that's what counts. Right.
And I think that's how it should be, Somebody tells you to do something, hey, wear these clothes. Do you really want to, or are you just doing it because they said to?
If you had to take one thing of your 14 years and package that up and wrap it up with a pretty wrapping paper and set that aside in like a time capsule, and then you could dig that object back up in 80 years from now, what would that object be?
Well, a picture would probably be of you and my mom, just because I didn't really get the chance to really see you guys together, and I would just kind of keep that forever, because I just didn't get the chance like a lot of kids did, And that would just bring, I'd be really happy to see you guys get back together or something, but I know, it may not happen, and it's a possible chance that it won't happen. But that's what I would probably get, was a picture of you guys.
So that thought of you not being able to see your mother and I, do you think that's had an influence on who you are today?
Well, no, I don't really think it has. It's just kind of one of those things that I wish I had the chance to see, but it just hasn't really, had an effect on me because I was so little when it happened. So it wasn't like 2 years ago when you guys broke up or something, So I don't really think that has.
So as a 14-year-old, how do you feel about life so far? Good, bad, struggling?
Good. Yeah, I don't see, it really could be bad. Yeah, I don't have I have good clothes and everything. I get fed dinner every night, so I don't see what could be so wrong. Yeah, I don't have some video games and stuff that my friends do, but hey, that money will go to something else. So I think I've had a pretty good life so far.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, bud.
Yeah.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
You did a good job.